Can Darwinian evolution and artificial intelligence overcome the oracle problem? A question that might seem abstract, yet it hides profound implications for our understanding of both life and technology. The oracle problem, in simple terms, is a predicament faced by a computer program or system when it needs information from an external source to solve a problem that it can't resolve on its own. Imagine a robot trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle, but it's missing a piece. Without that piece, the puzzle remains incomplete, no matter how many ways the robot rearranges the existing pieces. Now, consider the theory of Darwinian evolution, which assumes that all information necessary for the development and survival of a species is self-generated by bottom-up Darwinian processes. But what if there's a missing piece? A piece of information that can't be self-generated by bottom-up Darwinian processes? This is where the oracle problem becomes a major stumbling block for Darwinian evolution. Gregory Chaitin, a highly respected mathematician, once stated, "For many years, I have thought that it is a mathematical scandal that we do not have proof that Darwinian evolution works." To try to remedy this situation, Chaitin developed what he termed metabiology. His impetus was to provide a solid mathematical underpinning for Darwinian evolution. As he stated, the honor of mathematics requires us to come up with a mathematical theory of evolution and either prove that Darwin was wrong or right. In his model, Chaitin utilized what is termed an oracle to overcome Turing's halting problem. An oracle is an external source of information that can instantly provide an answer to a Turing machine that would otherwise be stuck forever, looking for an answer to a particular problem. The problem for Darwinian evolution is, to repeat, Darwinian evolution holds that ultimately all information must be self-generated by bottom-up Darwinian processes. Receiving information from an outside source, especially from an intelligent designer, is strictly forbidden. As Ewert, Marx, and Dembski explain in their paper titled Active Information in Metabiology, our analysis shows that Chaitin's metabiology model parallels other attempts to illustrate undirected Darwinian evolution using computer models. All of these models depend on the principle of conservation of information, and all have been shown to incorporate knowledge about the search derived from their designers. This knowledge is measurable as active information. And as Robert Marx further clarified in his 2017 article, Top 10 Questions and Objections to Introduction to Evolutionary Informatics. Those hoping to establish Darwinian evolution as a hard science with a model have either failed or inadvertently cheated. These models contain guidance mechanisms. Not only can the guiding assistants be specifically identified in each proposed evolution model, its contribution to the success can be measured in bits as active information. Similarly, artificial intelligence, or AI, faces the same insurmountable difficulty. In what is termed model collapse, it is now shown that if an AI system keeps feeding on its own outputs, it eventually collapses into nonsense. It's like a person trying to learn a new language by only talking to themselves. Without external input, there's no new information to learn from, and progress halts. In short, artificial intelligence is now shown to be dependent on outside sources of information, namely humans, in order to avoid degenerating into nonsense. This is a significant issue, especially for those striving to create artificial general intelligence, or AGI, a form of AI that surpasses human intelligence. Dr. William Dembski, in a 2024 article titled Artificial General Intelligence, the Oracle Problem, states that this is the death knell for artificial general intelligence, AGI. Specifically, he states, the need for ongoing human intervention in these systems may seem counterintuitive. It is also the death knell for AGI, because if AGI is to succeed, it must surpass human intelligence, which means it must be able to leave us behind in the dust, learning and growing on its own, thriving and basking in its own marvelous capabilities. But as it stands, the oracle problem seems to be an insurmountable hurdle for AGI. In his article, Dr. Dembski also asks, don't humans need access to oracles as well? Seeing that the ideal oracle would possess infinite knowledge and would be capable of answering any question put to it in order to solve the halting problem. And seeing that humans are finite beings with finite knowledge, the answer is obviously yes. As Dr. Dembski stated in his 2024 article, Artificial General Intelligence, Digital versus Traditional Immortality, given infinite computational firepower, God can resolve the halting problem, which is central to computation. In effect, God resolves the halting problem for programs that do not halt in a finite number of steps, by running them an infinite number of steps, and noting that the program did not halt in any finite number of steps. In fact, Robert Marx and Winston Ewert have also shown in their article, A Mono-Theism Theorem, Gödelian Consistency in the Hierarchy of Inference. In order to avoid an infinite regress of unanswered questions, the ultimate oracle must be God. As they state, there can be, at most, one being in the universe omniscient over all other beings. This supreme being must by necessity exist or have existed outside of time and space. The conclusion results simply from the requirement of a logical consistency of one being having the ability to answer questions about another. These questions about the limitation of Darwinian evolution and artificial intelligence are not just academic. They touch on fundamental aspects of our existence and our future. They push us to reconsider our assumptions about evolution, intelligence, and the nature of information. Indeed, the oracle problem succinctly illustrates the devastating limitations of atheistic reductionism, whether it be the reductive materialism of Darwinian evolution, or whether it be the computational reductionism of artificial intelligence. In conclusion, the oracle problem is a significant challenge both for Darwinian evolution and for AI. It forces us to recognize the devastating limitations of self-generated information and the necessity of external inputs. In short, to the consternation of atheists, the more our science advances, the more our dependency on God as the ultimate oracle becomes readily apparent.